Hey guys, welcome back to Minute Watch, and today we're going to be checking out the new Pebble Time Steel. Intro! Alright, so I do something a little bit different there. Talk first, then the intro, and then come back. So, crazy times, man! Alright, so anybody that knows me well knows that I don't like smartwatches. I think they're pretty useless, and well, I mean, they're definitely useful for people, but for me, I just don't care. It doesn't really do anything for me. I don't need to see my notifications on my wrist. I don't need to be reminded of things via my wrist. I don't need something buzzing on my wrist to wake me up. I don't need to keep track of how many steps I've taken. I don't need to check my heart rate or know where the latest attack on whatever is happening or whatever. I don't need to know where the coolest place to use the bathroom is in the city. I don't need to know that kind of stuff via my wrist. If I need to know stuff, I'll just grab my phone and use my phone. It's not important to me, but for some people it is, and that's fine. Everybody's different. I applaud that. Everybody's different, but just for me, I don't care for smartwatches until I got a hold of this one, and I'll tell you why in a bit. There's two things about this particular watch that I absolutely love, and that can be said for the previous generations of the Pebble watches as well. But a few other things make me really like this watch. So this is the Pebble Time Steel. It uses Pebble's e-paper display. It's always on, and there you can see the cool L-cars interface that I have put on there, and that is one of the reasons why I like this thing so damn much. Who doesn't love L-cars? If you don't know what L-cars is, then you are not a true nerd. I just think it's awesome to have an always on L-cars. It's just always on. It won't shut off like other smartwatches. It won't just be this black tumor on your wrist. You'll always see this. And like I'll show you in this picture right here, this watch is amazing in the sun. You can see this thing perfectly. It won't get all wonky. You can just see it. It's great. And people ask, hey, what is that? Is that an Apple Watch? No, because you can't see the Apple Watch in the sun. It's Pebble Time Steel, and it is brilliant. I don't like those other big, huge smartwatches because, my wrist is the size of a chopstick. One side of a chopstick. You use it to eat the noodle. And I need smaller watches, and this one is a bit smaller. Let's get to the dimensions, shall we? Case is 37.5, according to my measurements. 37.5 millimeters. Lug to lug, we got about 46.5 millimeters. So it's got a decent lug to lug size. Not too small, not too big. Lug width 22 millimeters, and thickness is about 10.5 millimeters. So it is a good sized watch. It's not too big, not too small. And because Pebble opted to use standard pins with their pretty comfortable leather strap, although it's kind of gross looking, because they use standard pins, you can put anything you want on this watch. It's not limited to a proprietary mechanism. And you could put on a brown leather strap like this right here, which is kind of ugly, but you can, or a black one, or you can go even with a NATO strap, and you won't have to worry about it too much. And that's because this watch has an up to 10-day battery life. I've had this watch for about 2 days now, and when the person that owns it let me borrow it, it was at 80% battery, and it is now at about 50% battery. But that's because I keep messing with it, and I get about 1 billion notifications. You will get all your notifications on here. You'll get everything. You'll get your text messages. You'll get your emails. You'll get your anything that comes to your notification. You'll just get. And one of the most important notifications you'll get, well, you'll see in a little bit, because I'm manipulating the force right now to make it happen, And let's see if I can manipulate it even more. Yeah, this is gonna happen very soon. Very soon. We'll just keep on talking. So I will just let that happen by itself. So what else? It costs about $249, and it's a little on the pricey side, but it's also not that cheap. It's kind of in the middle. It's to me, it's like about the right price for it. All right. Aside from all the functions, you can change your watch faces. Obviously, you can put all kinds of different watch faces. You have all these Pebble apps. You can use all the same Pebble apps that the other Pebble watches uses, and you have things like your calendar, a pedometer, all kinds of other stuff. Why aren't you doing what I set it up to do? Come on, man. I have to wait for something to happen on my phone before that happens. Anyway, well, let's just worry about that later. But the one thing that, aside from the cool LCARS display, one of the things that I love about this watch the most is that it's not a touchscreen. And the reason why I like that, and the reason why I like this particular watch, is because when I ride my motorcycle, I listen to music via my phone, and because I wear gloves, fumbling around with the cable on my headphones, little buttons on the headphones, is next to impossible. And fumbling around the buttons on my phone itself, for the volume and stuff, next to impossible. It's just a miserable situation. But with this watch, it has buttons. So when I'm riding, if I want to change the song, I just press the friggin' button. It's so good. I think, I'm not sure if you can use this for volume. Maybe you can. I'm not sure yet. Somebody tell me if you can, if you have this watch, but I'm not sure. Wait, you know what? There you go. There's a notification. Boom, it happened. My village has been raided by a bunch of squares. So to me, this is this is a super important notification for many, many millions of people. You want to know what's going on with your Clash of Clans. You want to know when the war is starting, when the war is ending. So yeah, you'll get all your notifications. It's a pretty snappy phone. Watch. It doesn't lag too much. So you get your Evernote, you get your 7-minute plus, whatever that is, Pandora, and you got your. It's being rated again. I was trophy dropping, so now it's being rated by all the Asians that are up right now. So you can't see so you can't see their name. ESPN, Foursquare, FitCat, travel thingy, stopwatch, timer, etc., etc. Alarms, music. The music thing is pretty cool, and I'll show you why. Because with this watch, you can control all of your music players on your phone, Pandora, everything. So let's just find a non-embarrassing song to play. Okay, here we go. Okay, so first of all, you need to go and click on your music thing. Up, Ermagerd. Music, watch faces. I'll show you the watch faces in a bit. Music. Okay, boom, music. So whatever app is on your phone with the music, you can control it. So please don't be an embarrassing song. So I'm riding my bike, and I press the next button, and it goes to, yes, it's not an embarrassing song. It's playing Jeremy Soule from freaking Halo. And it'll do all your music players. Like I'll change it to the Amazon music player, and then I'll go there. See, and it already switches to the Amazon music player. I got the Joe Satriani's Shockwave Supernova. Change it, and it's that. So I don't want to play it too much for copyright violations. But it'll work with Pandora and all your other music apps, and I think that's pretty cool. Watch faces, you can change it via the watch or whatever. Like I got Pac-Man time right here, or you can change it via the Pebble app. The Pebble app is pretty cool as well. And me just find it. Where did it go? There, Pebble Time app. And you can change it via there. And look at, there's some really rubbish watch faces like this one right here. Let's set the, let's watch it. This is called a Rolex Submariner No Date. Now look how rubbish this is. It's ticking. You gotta be kidding me. How are you gonna make a Rolex watch face tick like a quartz? This is embarrassing. And then, oh, what's happening there? Oh, Village's rating by way off 55. And there's another one that's kind of sweeping. Let's see where to go. Is it the classy sweep? Oi. Oh, did I? Okay. So it's there. It's sweeping, but the aliasing and the refresh rate is just, it makes it really ugly. So I'd rather use the L cars anyway. This one is pretty cool. It's very easy to read, just basic. But I think the L cars is the coolest thing that you can do to this watch. It's just the nerd fest. So it's a pretty basic smartwatch. There's not a whole lot of things you can do versus something like that's offered from Samsung or Apple, but I think in this case, less is more. I like it. It does very minimal things that I needed to do or wanted to do. And I know this video is already super long, and I apologize to this about that, but it's just cool. And I like to hear myself talk because I'm a narcissistic douchebag. And yeah, but let's put it on my chopstick wrists here, my Hashi wrists. The watch, the strap that it comes with is very comfortable. By the way, it's very comfortable. And there's supposed to be a steel band on it, and it is on the way. My friend will get it soon. This is not mine again, but I'm just borrowing it for a couple days to get used to it and check it out. And I really like it. If you're looking for something that's not too expensive, not too huge, easy to read in all conditions, and always on with excellent battery life, this is the one for you, man. I can't even, I like it so much. Is there anything else about this that we can talk about? No, I guess that's it. Thank you for watching this brief-ish review. My name is Kurt, and I'm out.